You're listening to Reading Fightin' Phils Baseball on the R-Phils Radio Network. Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Bob McCool and Jake Starr.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium. Our pregame show about to get underway here from Baseball Town as the Reading Fightin' Phils and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats finish off their series. And maybe for the Phils, a good thing, because so far it has gone the way of the Fisher Cats. New Hampshire has won 4 of the first 5 games of this series, including winning last night's game by a final score of 12-3. So the Fisher Cats have gotten done what they wanted to get done in this series by taking care and ensuring themselves of the fact that they won the series. The Phils now at least trying to salvage one more game in this series. They'll send veteran lefty to the mound, Josh Hendrickson, and they go up against Ricky Tiedemann for the Fisher Cats. That's not necessarily good news for the Phils either. Alongside Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Jake, Ricky Tiedemann was as advertised when pitching on Tuesday night for New Hampshire.
Yeah, Tiedemann 11 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings. He had 8 strikeouts in a row at one point, and every out he recorded, if you do the math, 3 2/3 is 11 outs. He had 11 strikeouts. Everyone came via the strikeout. That 11 was a career high for Ricky Tiedemann, who has been struggling with some bicep issues throughout the year. That's why he's had a couple of stints on the injured list, but he's back. He's being ramped up, and now he gets a chance to kind of pitch on, I always call it the Tuesday, Sunday, the wraparound day. So on 5 days rest, we'll see if it's more of a 3-4 inning type outing or they kind of increase that pitch limit a little bit. He went 64 pitches on Tuesday night, so we'll see where he's at tonight.
Yeah, and struggling with the bats has been a part of this puzzle for the Phils, especially here at home. They have struck out 60 times so far in this series through the 5 games to this point in time, and Tiedemann's kind of set that ball in motion, as Jake said, with those 11 strikeouts and 3 2/3 on Tuesday night. So that's also been a part of it. And Jake, something you may mention to me today, which is for the first time all season long, the Reading Fightin' Phils are not leading the Eastern League in hitting. They have just about since opening day, but it's kind of a microcosm of what's going on right now. They are not swinging the bats to the level that they did over the course of the vast part of this season.
Yeah, and I mean, strikeouts has really been the killer this week. And look, you got to give a lot of credit to the Fisher Cats staff as well. They have been really good. They've kept these R-Phils hitters off balance. And, it's a very young lineup compared to what we saw back in March, April, where a lot of the guys early on in the year are guys that are now either in AAA, Johan Rojas in the big leagues, some highly touted prospects, and there's a lot of veterans who have moved on to their way up towards AAA and higher. And, it's a lot of younger guys who have come up from Jersey Shore. So it's guys that are still very new to AA pitching at this point. And AA, a lot of people always say, that's the biggest jump that you take. High A to AA, and then, of course, AAA to the majors are the 2 biggest jumps that you take. But AA is littered with prospects, and truly that kind of big first test for prospects and players alike. So the hope is here you got 13 games left in the season. You're 6 games out of a playoff spot, so that possibility is seems increasingly slim. But I talked to Al Padrique earlier today and said just working to find a way to kind of just string something together here over these last 13 games, finish the season on a high note. And who knows how much of this group is here next year. I feel like a lot of the guys, you look up and down this roster, I can probably say there's a good bit more than half of these guys will be back here next year. But it's a chance for some of those younger guys, Marcus Lee Sangs, Baron Radcliffe, Casey Martin, Rickson Wingrove, guys who are newer to AA, haven't played as many games or have as many at-bats in AA to, kind of get some valuable experience these last 13 games, go through a full offseason and start here next year. I mean, you look at last year, it's the same thing that happened to Ethan Wilson, Johan Rojas, Carlos De La Cruz. They all got caught up, late July towards August, back part of last season. They had some growing pains early on in their AA year, and all 3 of those guys have really shown some prospering in 2023. So it happens every single year, and now for this year to next year, you hope you get that same thing with, a Marcus Lee Sang and Rickson Wingrove, and the list continues on and on. And, last point I'll make, you probably would have never thought a year ago, Johan Rojas had a lot of tools, but you probably wouldn't have thought that he, less than a year later from being called up to AA, keep you playing big league baseball. So I'm excited to see, the jump that some of these newer guys in AA take through the offseason into next year. And that starts with, every at-bat, every game over these final 13, increasingly valuable for these guys.
Yeah, and to your point about making the jump from high A to AA, we talked with Nick Ward when we had him on the pregame show on Thursday night about that. And he, kind of admitted that, I'm finding out right now how hard that adjustment is. And he's made that jump just like Rickson Wingrove has, Marcus Lee Sang, Casey Martin, as Jake said, all started this season at Jersey Shore. And over the course of the natural progression of things, those are probably guys who are going to start next year here in Reading, and they're going to be the guys who come in here with a little bit of experience and hoping that they're going to find the groove next year to be key members for the Reading Fightin' Phils in 2024. But that's kind of where we are at this point in time of the season, getting a look ahead as well as anything else. That's exactly what we're going to do here on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with starting lineups and first pitch of the Fisher Cats and the Phils right after this.
International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksareus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R Phils.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 R Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Teresa Faulkner with a great rendition of our national anthem, which means it's time for baseball here in Baseball Town. Alongside Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats are 23-30. Reading Fightin' Phils are 26-30. As we get play this afternoon, the Fisher Cats have won 4 of the first 5 in this series. Time for our Golden Oaks Landscaping starting lineup for the Fisher Cats. Devontae Brown will lead off. Andre Sosa bats in a 2-hole tonight. Rainer Nunez is the designated hitter for the Fisher Cats. He'll bat 3rd. Will Robertson back in the lineup will bat cleanup. Trevor Schwecke bats 5th. Jeffrey Whaler bats 6th. Riley Terada is in the 7-hole. Michael Turconi is batting 8th. And Abiazel Ramirez will bat 9th. And they will be facing left-hander for the Fightins, Josh Hendrickson.
Josh Hendrickson makes his 20th start of the year for the Fightin' Phils. 2-7, a 5.06 ERA. 89 innings pitched, 101 hits, 34 walks allowed, 72 strikeouts, a 1.52 WHIP, and opponents are hitting 282 against Josh Hendrickson in 2023.
Our game time temperature is at 91 degrees. We're on the cusp of some hot weather coming up for the final homestand of the season. Come out to Baseball Town for the final homestand of the season, which will begin right back here on Tuesday against the Portland Sea Dogs. I feel like you're back here in July because it's going to be in the 90s all week. 91 degrees today at about 10 to 15 miles an hour right now. Was blowing out the left field. Now it looks like it's shifted and blowing out to right field as our game is about to get underway. The weather brought to you by EPAW Weather Consulting, a source for public and private forecasts in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and northern and eastern Maryland. Josh Hendrickson going through his final warm-up tosses before he about to face this Fisher Cat lineup that has a couple pieces missing. Most importantly for the Phils, Alan Roden, who has been brilliant in this series. He had 3 more hits last night. He had 6 hits in the last 2 games of this season. Had been batting either leadoff or second, but he has got the day off. Cesar Martin has to be happy with what his team has done so far in this series. Again, they've already taken this series with yet one more game left to play this afternoon. And we are ready to go with Devontae Brown leading it off, right-handed hitter facing left-handed pitcher Josh Hendrickson. And first pitch from Hendrickson is a bit low, ball 1. Big swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. Brown way out in front of it. Devontae Brown just called up to New Hampshire from High A Vancouver in the Blue Jays organization, and 4 for 17 in this series. This is his 5th game since the call-up. There's a swing and a miss again in front of the off-speed pitch, or the breaking ball, I should say, from Hendrickson. And it's quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now Brown will call an early timeout. Carlos De La Cruz is in left. Marcus Lee Sang is in center. Baron Radcliffe in right. Jalen Ortiz at first. Pedro Martinez at second this afternoon. Casey Martin at short. Madison Stokes is at third. And Cody Roberts is behind the plate. Here's a little slow roller to first. Jalen Ortiz will stop it, step on the bag, and that's out number 1.
That was definitely slow. 39.5 miles per hour off the bat. But what I will say, yes, it's 90 out, but there's not a lot of humidity, so it does not feel like one of those dreadful midsummer 90s. It's more of a September 90. I don't know if that means anything or makes any sense, but you understand what I'm saying, right?
I do. It's
okay.
It's not as oppressive
yeah.
as a normal 90-degree day would theoretically be in the ballpark. This is Andre Sosa. He swings at the first pitch and rolls it to third. Madison Stokes up with it and across the diamond. And that quickly 2 outs here in inning number 1.
You know, I feel like something that you'd like to see from the Phils pitching a little bit more is when you get those first 2 quick outs in the inning, getting that 3rd inning and not allowing anything to kind of come from that. I feel like a few times last night we saw 2 out base runners reach, and New Hampshire doing a nice job of capitalizing off that. You got 2 quick ones. Now the key and the hard part is to get that 3rd.
This is Rainer Nunez, and he was a big part of that outburst last night for New Hampshire and turned into a 12-3 Fisher Cat win as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it down the first baseline. Nunez with 2 home runs last night. He's got 5 hits in this series, 3 of them extra base hits, also has a double and 6 RBIs in the series. 0-1 pitch. This is way inside. That has been a problem for Josh Hendrickson in the home run category. He has given up 21 home runs in his 20 starts. 1 ball and 1 strike to Rainer Nunez. Started and stopped and checked on the high pitch, and it's 2 balls and a strike. That 2 is outside, and it's 3-1. Infield plays the right-handed hitting Nunez pretty well straight away. Outfield cheating a little bit the other way, and Nunez did show the power last night, hitting it out to right center field. 3-1 pitch is way inside, ball 4. And on cue, as Jake said, getting that 3rd out of the inning. An issue for the Phils in last night's game, and after getting the first 2 easily here, he walks Rainer Nunez. And I'll bring up Will Robertson. And
it's something that New Hampshire did a really nice job, especially last night, taking advantage of. So the key becomes avoiding that same fate here. Your Hendrickson have to shake that walk and get back to attacking Robertson.
Left-handed hitter facing the left-handed pitching of Josh Hendrickson. Robertson's had a good series. Breaking ball is ripped down the right field line, and that's going to be trouble. Around second base comes Nunez. Going to be a long run for Radcliffe, and they will hold him up at third base. Fortunately for the Phils, not great base running from Nunez in terms of speed, because that was down the line and a long run for Baron Radcliffe. And Will Robertson with his 6th hit of this series, 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs.
Yeah, it looks like Nunez kind of just ran out of gas between 2nd and 3rd. He coasted to a stop before his manager and third base coach, Cesar Martin, even put up the hand. So he pretty much was set on getting 1st to 3rd on that play. I don't know if he realized just how nestled into the corner it was.
So that will bring up Trevor Schwecke. 2 on, 2 out here in the 1st. And Schwecke takes one outside for a ball. So Will Robertson, who's now hit for the cycle in this series, is up with his 2nd double of the series as well, and his 25th double of the season. 1-0 now to Schwecke. That's over for a called strike. Schwecke with a couple extra base hits in his 3 hits in the series, a double and a triple and 3 RBIs. Hitting at .260 as he stands in on the season. 1-1 pitch coming from Hendrickson. Tapped towards third. Madison Stokes will wait on it, throw it, and Hendrickson gets out of any further trouble here in the 1st. For the Cats in the 1st. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. The Fightins will bat for the first time when we come back to Baseball Town.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt, and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
Let's take a look at our Golden Oaks landscaping starting lineup for the Fightin' Phils. Marcus Lee Sang is in center field tonight, leading off. Carlos de la Cruz, as per norm, is batting 2nd, as well as Oliver Dunn batting 3rd. Jalen Ortiz is in the cleanup spot this afternoon. Madison Stokes will bat 5th. Barrett Radcliffe will bat 6th. Casey Martin bats 7th for the Phils. Cody Roberts will catch and bat 8th, and Pedro Martinez will bat 9th. And they will be facing left-handed pitcher Ricky Tiedemann for the Fisher Cats. And facing the left-hand hitting Marcus Lee Sang, it starts him with a fastball for strike 1.
Ricky Tiedemann, 9th start, 0-4, a 6.04 ERA. He has gone 22 1/3 innings pitched, 21 hits allowed, 14 walks, 43 strikeouts.
That one's way outside to Marcus Lee Sang with the first pitch of last night's game for the Fightins into the Redders Event Center for his 2nd home run of the year. He's 4 for 15 in the series. All his hits in the series are extra base hits. 3 doubles and a home run. 2-1 pitch, fouled at the plate. Excuse me, 1-1 pitch is fouled at the plate. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Marcus Lee Sang, hitting at .208 since his call up from Jersey Shore. 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 3 RBIs. And he'll call timeout with a 1 ball and 2 strike count on him. The defense behind Ricky Tiedemann, Will Robertson is in left. Devontae Brown is in center. Riley Terada in right. Trevor Schwecke is at first base. Zalra Ramirez is at second base. Michael Turconi is at short. Jeffrey Whaler is at third. And Andre Sosa is behind the plate. And there is strikeout number 1 as Marcus Lee Sang takes one over for called strike 3.
Yeah, and Ricky Tiedemann, you can't really look at his record or ERA at this point. It's been a season hampered by injuries, but when he's been on, he's been really good. I mean, he's striking out over 17 batters per 9 innings this year. And as we talked about in the pregame, 11 strikeouts and 3 2/3 on Tuesday.
He was absolutely brilliant in Tuesday's game. The only thing that stopped him on Tuesday was his pitch count. He was destined to pitch 60, ended up at 64, and they took him out in the 4th inning. First pitch to Carlos De La Cruz is inside for a ball. The second is outside for a ball. De La Cruz at 266 on the season. Team high of 22 home runs and 60 RBIs in total. 4 for 17 in this series is De La Cruz. 2-0 pitch. It's there for a called strike. Actually threw what looked like a slider on 2-0. Fastball, slider, and change for Tiedemann. Fastball and change are his best, but the slider was pretty good on Tuesday. It's going to help get him a lot of those strikeouts. 2-1 pitch. De La Cruz checks, and it's over for a called strike. Fastball at the letters, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tiedemann just 21 years of age. Comes with his 2-2 pitch, and that is up high. Now the count is full. Number 1 prospect in the Blue Jays organization. 6'4" left-hander, originally from Long Beach, California. Drafted by the Blue Jays in the 3rd round, 2021. 3-2 pitch. De La Cruz beats it foul at the plate.
A good at-bat for De La Cruz, seeing a lot of pitches, which is what you want from the top of your order, especially against a guy in Ricky Tiedemann. You want your top guys and also the guys that are currently on the bench watching to see what he throws, see what he offers, and obviously you hope second time facing him this week helps you out as well.
3-2 pitch, hit hard down the third baseline, but foul. Phil's playing as the Reading Hot Dogs, as they do on Sunday afternoons. It's Burke's Packing Family Fun Day. Dogs in attendance today. All 4-legged dogs are in attendance, as well as their two-legged, or maybe two-legged owners. There's a swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts for Tiedemann, as De La Cruz goes down swinging. That'll bring Oliver Dunn to the plate, and Oliver is the perfect guy to lead us into our Phil's team leaders, brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage Loan Officer Johanna Arias, because Oliver's leading in just about everything: batting average, doubles, triples, home runs, stolen bases, slugging percentage, all of them. Right now currently led by Oliver Dunn as Tiedemann comes up and in. That is today's Cross Country Mortgage Loan Officer Johanna Arias, our Phil's team leader. Contact Johanna at 484-554-9969. Or you can email her at johanna.arias@myccmortgage.com. 1 ball and no strikes. The left-handed hitter Oliver Dunn. Breaking ball from Tiedemann that Oliver Dunn swings through. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Dunn, one of 2 left-handers in Al Padrique's lineup today. The vast majority of his lefties have the day off. That one's up and in. And Dunn had to pull the hands back to make sure he didn't get hit. Dunn and Baron Radcliffe, the only left-handed hitters in Al Padrique's lineup today, which means his dugout is full of left-handed hitters. 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, 4 lefties on the lineup card portion, the bench portion of the lineup card today. Of course, Lee Sang got the chance to lead off last night, hit that leadoff home run, and then Padrique figures, you know what, he set the tone well last night. Let's put him right back in that spot, even if it is lefty on lefty.
Yeah, there's actually 3 lefties in the lineup. I said 2, it's 3. As that one's up and in to Dunn, and now the count is full. So Tiedemann runs a full count to his 2nd straight hitter.
Already 17 pitches, too. Which
yeah, and if he's on a 60-ish, 65, 70 pitch count, Phil's going to at least make him work a little bit harder. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's outside, ball 4. So Oliver Dunn doing what Oliver Dunn does, which is to get on base, and he works a 2-out walk.
It's another walk for Oliver Dunn, his 75th of the year. Came in today ranked second in the Eastern League in base on balls, and that's 18 pitches. And you got to think that him pitching twice in a series, 60 is probably the number, if not even less, just because he pitched on Tuesday night and it's on such short rest.
First pitch to Jalen Ortiz is way inside. Ortiz 3 for 11 in this series. Rough night last night, 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Up and until last night, was having a pretty good series. Dunn takes his lead off of first. Good size lead. Gets the left-hander Tiedemann. Big swing, no contact for Ortiz. Tiedemann not an overpowering lefty by any stretch of the imagination, but does have good movement on that fastball. It's usually in the 93 to 95, 96 range. He did have one at 97 facing De La Cruz. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Ortiz. Big swing, no contact again. Dunn again takes his lead off of first. This time Ortiz fouls it straight back. Madison Stokes in the on-deck circle. If Ortiz can reach. By the way, Oliver Dunn is the DH today for the Phils. Playing a pretty steady and consistent second base for them. Now Padrica keeping his hot bat and keeping his bat in the lineup, and giving a chance to at least get off his feet a little bit by serving as a DH today. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It remains to Ortiz. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that will do it. Tiedemann ends up striking out the side as the Phils get a man on base without a hit, and they leave him on at their 1 inning. In Baseball Town, New Hampshire, nothing. Reading, nothing.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Established 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania, located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinkingsburg. The Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot-making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. Top half of the second inning, a scoreless game. Jeffrey Whaler making his second appearance in a New Hampshire Fisher Cat uniform after going 1 for 4 in his debut last night with a RBI with a triple. Takes the first pitch from Josh Hendrickson for a strike and swings and fouls the second one off, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Jeffrey Whaler, a Pennsylvania native from St. Mary's, Pennsylvania. Went on to play his college baseball at Youngstown State and then transferred for his final year to the University of Pittsburgh. This one up the middle, but stopped by the shortstop, Casey Martin. His throw across is in plenty of time for out number 1 here in the second.
Good job by Casey Martin. Attacks the baseball kind of on what they teach is that diagonal route you want to take it. You don't want to go side to side because then you kind of keep all the momentum behind you. He goes to his side but also keeps going forward diagonally in essence. and then he allows him to kind of keep everything and all the momentum going forward for a strong throw.
I'll bring up Riley Tirada, who batted in the 9 spot last night, had a good night at the plate, including helping to break the game open in the 9th inning when the Fisher Cats put up 7 runs. And his 3-run triple was pretty much the death blow in that 7-run inning. He also walked a couple of times, and so today he's batting in the 7 hole. 3 out of 13 in this series, and the first pitch from Hendrickson is over for a called strike 1. Second is also right there for strike 2. Tirada, despite his success last night, still hitting under 200 on the year at 195. Triple his second of the year. 3 RBIs he had last night, giving him 24 on the season as he fouls this one down the first base line and into the first base grandstand. So Hendrickson works ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Back foot slider that misses for a ball. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hendrickson, 25, will be 26 in a couple of weeks. Originally from Perth, Australia, plays college baseball at the University of San Diego. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and again, gets the first 2 outs of the inning.
Yeah, we'll revisit what we talked about last inning. You got those first 2 outs. 1, 2, 3 innings are just so key for pitchers because it keeps your pitch count down. When you get the first 2, then you lose a batter, you give up a hit. Not only is there damage, but it also keeps that pitch count up. It's, there's a whole lot that goes into it, and you'd love to see a 1, 2, 3 inning here.
I'll bring up the left-hand hitting Michael Turconi, who takes 1 for a called strike. Turconi 4 for 13 in the series.
I like how that first pitch, he's attacked him with the fastball.
Tries to get in a chase, and that pitch either slipped out of his hand or he just overthrew it as it bounced up there. And then eventually all the way to the backstop. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Turconi, also a Pennsylvania native. He grew up in outside of Pittsburgh, played his high school baseball at Blackhawk, and went on to play college baseball at Wake Forest. There's one in and out of the mitt of Cody Roberts. It's 2-1. This one fouled out of play. Turconi now in a 2 balls and 2 strike count. Turconi 4 for 13 in the series, couple extra base hits with a double and a home run. The home run is second since his call up from Vancouver. Called up on August the 9th. 299 and 7 home runs for the Canadians. Breaking ball right back through the middle. Casey Martin is there and will make the play. Fortunately, Josh Hendrickson got that 6'4" body out of the way somehow or another. He's okay, smile on his face, and the Fisher Cats go 1-2-3 in the second. When we come back, it remains New Hampshire nothing, Reading nothing.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Our Phil's Fiesta Friday partner.
The Reading Fightin' Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call a crisis.
On a day of hot dogs, the crazy hot dog vendor doing his thing, and he looked primed. I really thought it was going to be splashdown number 7 today, but the roof wins again. Madison Stokes with a shot down the third base line. Great play by Whaler on a diving stop, and he takes extra base hits away from Madison Stokes.
What can you even say if you're Stokes? You hit it 104 off the bat, down the left field line, and Whaler makes an excellent stop at third on a full-out dive to get you out. It's one where you just tip the cap and you know to yourself, hey, got a good pitch to hit, I got a good swing on it. And that's also the first time this week that Ricky Tiedemann has gotten an out against the R-Phils that has not been a strikeout.
That'll bring Baron Radcliffe to the plate. Radcliffe has had a good series, 3 for 6, couple of home runs. He's also walked twice, not in the lineup last night. Now facing left-hander Tiedemann, he fouls the first pitch away. Second fastball right there, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Time called at the plate. That's going to be a pitch clock violation on Tiedemann. So ball 1 now to Baron Radcliffe. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one driven into shallow right field. Going to be a long run for the second baseman. Ramirez, he won't get it. Radcliffe hustling all the way. He's going to roll into second base. Great hustle off the bat by Baron Radcliffe as Ramirez could not quite get there and grab it. And Radcliffe will get himself a double.
That's it. That should be a double on Radcliffe. Just dropped into no man's land, and Radcliffe was running the entire way and gets himself a 1-out 2-bagger. And for Radcliffe, that's his 8th double of the year.
Give him credit. He's hustling all the way. In most cases, that's a Texas League single, but he turns into a Texas League double. First hit of the game for the Fightins, and now bring Casey Martin to the plate. Casey's had a rough series, just 1 for 11. Batting average sits right at 200 as he stands in. Big swing, no contact. The 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Tiedemann. Another swing and a miss from Casey Martin, who again is quickly in a hole at 0-2. So Baron Radcliffe at second, 1 out. Bottom half of the second inning in a scoreless game. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Casey Martin is retired. That's 4 strikeouts. And 2 outs in the inning. Cody Roberts now will bat. Cody Roberts hitless so far in this series, 0 for 8. Batting average at 217 as he stands in. 5 home runs, 14 RBIs. Does have 11 doubles on the season. Aaron Radcliffe at second base after the double, and Cody Roberts takes the first pitch from Ricky Tiedemann outside for a ball. Tiedemann limited his number of starts last year as well, but he spanned it over 3 levels. 6 starts at Single A Dunedin, 8 at High A Vancouver, and then finished the season with 4 starts with New Hampshire. Swing and a miss from Cody Roberts. One ball, 1 strike now to the 8-hole hitter. That's up high. It's 2-1. Skipper Al Padrique coaching in the third base box. Ray Ricker coaching in the first base box for the Fightin' Phils. 2 balls and 1 strike to the hitter, Cody Roberts. Radcliffe takes his lead off a second. Tiedemann comes to the breaking ball and a good one. Roberts not expecting it on 2-1. Now it's 2-2.
That's what makes good from great pitchers, the ability to confidently throw your all-speed stuff when you're behind in the count. when you can throw all speed in a fastball count, you're going to keep a lot of hitters off balance and fight your way back in a lot of counts.
2-2 now. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike 3. And that'll do it for the Phils in the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 2 complete. We're still scoreless in Baseball Town.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
We head to the third inning. Presented in part to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, Pennsylvania, outside of Lebanon. We are scoreless. The Phils and the Fisher Cats, Game 6, the finale of this series. Abiazel Ramirez leads off for the Fisher Cats, and he takes one over for a called strike, just called up during this series. Was Ramirez, 1 for 4 with a double in his only appearance. 0-1 pitch coming from Hendrickson. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball that Ramirez is way out in front of, and now Hendrickson is out in front of him. No balls and 2 strikes. Top of the order, and Devontae Brown in the on-deck circle for New Hampshire. This one on the ground, the left side, and through the middle of the shortstop third base spot for a base hit just out of the reach of the glove of Madison Stokes for the second hit of the game for the Fisher Cats.
Yeah, base hit for Abiazel Ramirez, and nice job by him, just bounced it on the ground, but snuck it through a hole, hit it hard, 105 off the bat, and you get a leadoff man on with the top of the lineup coming up.
Devontae Brown, who grounded out the first, his first time up. And the first pitch to Devontae Brown is outside for a ball. Ramirez with good speed at first base, but he was kind of flinching back towards first with the left-handed pitching Hendrickson, who has a good pickoff move. 1-0 pitch is low inside. It's 2-0. Ramirez becomes the first Fisher Cat base runner with less than 2 out. And that one's outside. Now it's 3-0 to Devontae Brown. There is that pickoff move, but not much of a lead for Ramirez. He's back safely. Brown with 4 hits in the series, 3 of them extra base hits. That's there at the letters for a called strike. Hendrickson with his 3-1 offering. Outside ball 4. Now the first 2 runners are on base here for the Fisher Cats. Second walk by Hendrickson. And it brings up Andres Sosa.
This is where you really have to be careful. You don't want that leadoff base runner to kind of hamper things in essence. You want to still attack the way you've been attacking when there's been nobody on or been one on throughout this ball game so far. And you have a guy in Sosa who you haven't seen a ton this week. It's mostly been Phil Clark catching, but see if you can get a ground ball here and make this inning a little easier.
Sosa, the right-hand hitter, ground out to third base his first time up, but the first pitch to him is inside for a ball. Sosa called up from Vancouver at the end of June. Jake said he's not their everyday catcher. He's no home runs and 8 RBIs on the season since his call up, and this pitch is low and away. It's 2-0. So Hendrickson was all over the plate through the first 2 innings. Now having some trouble locating it. Base hit, and now a walk, and a 2-0 count to Andres Sosa. Towards short, Casey Martin ranging to his right. He'll make the throw to second in time. The relay is in time. Outstanding double play, and the relay by Pedro Martinez is in time for the 2. Man on third now and 2 outs.
Yeah, looks like Martin bobbled it for a moment when he fielded it at short, so you didn't really think there was any chance you're going to turn 2. Probably helped you had a catcher running up the line, and they still beat him by a good half a step. So Reading turns double play number 89 on the season, and you have 2 outs in the frame, and hope you can get number 3 here and keep that runner aboard.
Bring up Rainer Nunez, who walked his first time up. Jake, I honestly think that Casey Martin was thinking about getting a lead runner at third, and then when he bobbled it, like you said, he decided I'll get the sure out at second. And then Pedro Martinez said, well, I might as well try to get 2.
That's what you did.
And he got it. There's ball 2 to Nunez. Phil's, after Nunez hit a couple home runs last night, were very careful pitching around him a little bit. There is a base open here with runner at third and 2 outs. But it is only the 3rd inning, and that's over for a called strike 1. But Nunez has been swinging a big bat in the last couple of nights. Man on third and 2 out, 2-1. Swing and a miss. So now Hendrickson 1 more strike away from getting out of this inning. This one lifted into center field. Plenty of room for Marcus Lee Sang. He'll wait, squeeze, and out of the inning again is Josh Hendrickson. For the Cats in the 3rd, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left to the bottom of the 3rd. When we come back to Baseball Town, we're still scoreless.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
The one and only Philly Fanatic doing his thing here in Baseball Town. Speaking of which, his favorite team, the Philadelphia Phillies, won their game, their getaway game in Milwaukee. Came away with at least 1 out of the 3 in Milwaukee. And now we'll head to San Diego to complete the rest of the road trip for 3 in the West Coast. Phil's in Fisher Cats here in Baseball Town in a scoreless tie. with the Reading Fight Phillies batting here in the bottom of the third inning, presented to you by Swartz Culleton PC. If you've been injured at work, call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Pedro Martinez leading off against Ricky Tiedemann. Swings at the first pitch and misses. Swings at the second pitch. Slow roller up the middle. Michael Turconi, the shortstop, ranging behind the second base bag, gets it there in time to get Pedro Martinez. And out number one here in the third.
Yeah, really nice job by Michael Turconi, the shortstop. Funnels it up the middle and able to set his feet and still make a strong throw against a, quicker runner in Pedro Martinez.
So both the shortstops, Turconi for New Hampshire and Casey Martin for Reading, have both made some nice plays showing their range both ways so far this series. Marcus Lee Sang swings at the first pitch, hits a rocket, but hooks it way foul. Plenty of distance, but foul by a bunch. So Marcus Lee Sang, who struck out his first time up, falls behind the count, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, went 365 feet, hit it 105 miles per hour off the bat.
Swings and misses at the second pitch. As Tiedemann says, okay, you hit my fastball a long way, here's a changeup. And Marcus Lee Sang is way out in front of it. So now he's in a hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Up and in with the fastball. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Carlos De La Cruz in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. Bottom half of the third inning. Tiedemann's 1-2 pitch. Down the first base side for Schwecke. He'll take the tag by himself. And that's out number 2 here in the third.
Left fielder Carlos De La Cruz.
I'll bring up Carlos De La Cruz, who struck out his first time up. So Tiedemann struck out 5 of the first 8 batters he faced in this ballgame, including De La Cruz.
Get a mound visit here between Tiedemann and Sosa. Certainly, I guess, to discuss strategy on De La Cruz here.
Not quite sure. My thought would be, well, let's try to pitch him the way we did last time when we struck him out. They got the 3-2 on him, but ultimately they struck him out. So I'm not quite sure what the conversation would be. Tiedemann has been in control in this so far, just like he was on Tuesday's opening game of this series.
I mean, there is some stretching down in the bullpen, so maybe it's a chance to get those guys loose. Tiedemann pitch count still under 50, so I have to think he comes out for another inning.
Now, right?
He's at 40 exactly, so.
Now, umpires are pointing at something down there towards the Fisher Cat bullpen.
I don't know, something
Not
came
quite
loose.
sure.
Maybe a fan dropped something on the field.
Okay. Couldn't tell from our angle, but they were adamantly pointing in something in that direction. So now De La Cruz bats. Takes the first pitch low and inside for a ball. He fell behind Carlos in the first at bat, and then De La Cruz fouled off a bunch of pitches. And that's inside again. It's 2-0. Phillies had worked Tiedemann for a decent amount of pitches early on, but now he's settled in quite well. As Jake said, now at 43 pitches.
Could be a conversation that De La Cruz saw maybe everything he had to offer, so how did they mix it up knowing he had a long at-bat?
So far, they haven't found one that's over for a strike. All 3 pitches have been inside, and De La Cruz sits 3-0. And misses on 4 straight. So De La Cruz becomes the Phil's 4th base runner of the ball, or 3rd base runner of the ball game. 2nd walk surrendered by Tiedemann. With 2 outs, that'll bring up Oliver Dunn. Dunn was the first walk, his first time up.
Oliver Dunn.
Well, you got a 2-out walk. Talked about it on the other side with the Phils when they're in the field. Other teams taking advantage of 2-out base runners. Let's see if Reading can do the same.
Dunn, team leader in RBIs with 78. This one rolled it towards second. Ramirez has it. He'll make the play to first in plenty of time. And that'll do it for Reading in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left. 3 complete. When we get back to baseball town, we're still scoreless.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in Baseball Town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
We head to the top half of the fourth inning and take over play-by-play my broadcast partner, Jake Starr.
Thank you very much, Bob. Top half of the fourth inning, still a scoreless ball game. Josh Hendrickson returns to the mound for his fourth frame of work, as 4-5-6 is due up here in the Fisher Cats lineup, and Will Robertson, the cleanup man, will step on in for New Hampshire, and time's immediately called, it looks like by Hendrickson and Roberts, and they'll step back onto the bump. Still a scoreless game, top of the fourth. Lefty on lefty showdown. First pitch is hit in the air well out towards right. Baron Ratcliffe will turn and watch it go way out of the ballpark. First pitch and a home run for Will Robertson. And the Fisher Cats are on the board. It's 1-0 on Robertson's 15th of the year.
He's had a great series. That's his second home run of the series. His fourth extra base hit of the series. And that was a no-doubter.
101 off the bat, 389 feet, 85-mile-per-hour pitch, pretty much right down the middle. Now here's Trevor Schwecke. First pitch over is down for a ball. It's 1-0. Schwecke's 0 for 1 so far tonight. 3 for 17 across the series so far, entering its final day. 1-0. On the outside corner, ball and a strike.
That is the 22nd home run that Josh Hendrickson has surrendered this year. For what it's worth, Ricky Tiedemann has not surrendered one.
1-1. That's a line drive towards the middle. Coming on in is Lee Sang. He's there. The left center fielder makes the catch for out number 1, and that'll bring Jeffrey Whaler to the plate.
Talk about being in a perfect spot. Marcus Lee Sang was shading the right-hand hitting Trevor Schwecke a little bit towards right center field, and that's exactly where that ball was hit. All Marcus Lee Sang had to do was come in a couple of steps. It was hit right at the spot he was positioned.
Whaler will dig in from the right side. One gone in the fourth. First pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Whaler is 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out the short his first time up. Even stance from the right side for Whaler. Hendrickson fires. Bounces it for a ball. It's 1-1. Whaler was promoted to Double-A New Hampshire a couple of days ago on Friday night. 1-1. Swung on and fouled straight back 1-2. Had his first Double-A start last night and had an RBI triple on his first swing. Didn't take long for Whaler to introduce himself to Double-A. 1 ball, 2 strikes and an out. Hendrickson, the lefty, will fire. That's a curveball that gets away from the catcher Roberts. 2-2. Looks like we do have action in the New Hampshire bullpen.
Fitz Sadler is up and warming up, and I only looked there because I saw Ricky Tiedemann starting to walk back towards the clubhouse. Now, sometimes players will go back and forth to the clubhouse during a game, but he had his glove in his hand, which makes me think that maybe he's done.
2-2. That's a hot shot ground ball towards the middle. Martinez slides, but it skips under his glove, and that's a base hit to center. So Two hits in the inning, and it's a one-out single for Whaler for Riley Tirata.
That's the second one back through the box. Whaler on that particular occasion, but we had one earlier off the bat of Michael Turconi that somehow or another Josh Hendrickson was able to get lower than the ball because it was off the bat about thigh high for the 6'4" Josh Hendrickson, and somehow or another he got down on the ground and it turned into a ground out, but it was a rocket right back at him.
One out for Tirata. First pitch is down and in, 1-0. What I will say is on Tuesday night, I think it was after the third, Tiedemann went back to the clubhouse between innings. At that point, thought he may have been done, but then came back out for the fourth and pitched to a pair of batters. Next pitch is down for a ball. It's 2-0. But also Fitzstadler is throwing with a purpose down in the bullpen, so.
Again, the only thing that makes me think about it any more than normal is the fact that he had his glove with him. And normally, if you're coming back, you'd leave your glove there.
2-0. That's up for a ball. 3-0. 46 pitches for Tiedemann, but also he pitched on Tuesday, so he's going on just 5 days rest. And he is coming off that biceps injury that's nagged him pretty much most of this season, so. Tiedemann's the Blue Jays' prize jewel in their organization, and the next pitch misses upstairs. It's ball 4. So it's a one-out walk for Riley Tirata. The third one issued from Hendrickson tonight, and it's 2 on for Michael Turconi. But he's the prize jewel in the organization of Toronto, their number 1 prospect. That was actually ball 3. Next pitch is swung on, hit in the air, out towards right. Radcliffe goes back, and it is gone.
Would have been better off if that had been ball 4.
Second home run of the inning for the Fisher Cats. This one from Tirata is 6th of the year. It goes the opposite way, and the Fisher Cats lead it 3-1.
So Tirata continues to swing a dangerous stick. Again, he had the 3-run triple last night, plus he got on by a couple of walks. So Riley Tirata has had a very, very productive series for the Fisher Cats.
352 feet, 98 off the bat on a ball that traveled the other way. First pitch to Turconi is fouled back at 0-1. But long story short, you know that Toronto is going to be very careful with Tiedemann, who's a number 33 ranked prospect in all of minor league baseball. 0-1 is down, it's 1-1. No different than the Phillies or any other team would be with their top guys, especially if you're coming off an injury. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
And again, Tiedemann's only 21 years of age, so they're going to be extra careful with him just because of the value he has in the organization, in addition to, of course, the fact that he has had some arm issues both of the last 2 seasons.
1-2. Turconi swings and flies one foul to the left side. It stays 1-2. And look, it's no different than what the Phillies are going to do with Andrew Painter when he comes back from the injured list, whether that's late next year or early 2025. You know, his innings and pitches are going to be very closely monitored as he slowly works his way back. 1-2. It's in tight to the lefty, Turconi. It's 2-2.
In the meantime, while we're talking about that, the Phils are again in a situation where they're going to try to come from behind in this series, as they seem to have had to do almost every night.
2-2 is chopped on the ground to second. Couple of hops from Martinez. He fields pirouettes and throws the first for out number 2. 4-3 goes the put out for Albiazel Ramirez, the second baseman. Ramirez, a switch hitter, will bat from the right side against the lefty Hendrickson. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. New Hampshire 3 runs in the inning thanks to 2 home runs from the Fisher Cats. Pitch is swung on a miss by Ramirez at 0-1. He was trying to make that 3 home runs in the inning. A belt unsuccessfully. 0-1. That's lifted foul. It's 0-2. Out of play on the right side. Hendrickson a strike away from getting out of this 4th inning. 65 pitches. So you'd like to get at least an inning, if not 2 more out of Hendrickson. Keep the bullpen as fresh as possible when he gets Ramirez a swing and miss. Second strikeout tonight for Josh Hendrickson, and that'll retire the side in the 4th. But the Fisher Cats get 3 runs on 3 hits, including 2 home runs. No errors, none left. We're through 3.5. New Hampshire up 3-0.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorrento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos, and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets start at $33 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL. Bottom half of the 4th inning, Reading chasing a 3-0 deficit, but they'll do it against a new arm for New Hampshire. Fitz Stadler enters for the Fisher Cats, his 19th game of the year. 3-0, a 3.92 ERA. His first pitch to Jalen Ortiz misses up and in. It's 1-0.
Stadler got the win in game 2 of this series. Pitched 2 innings, did not give up a run.
Overall 20 2/3 innings, allowed 20 hits, walked 19, struck out 25. Opponents hitting 267 off him. Ortiz will take it to 2-0. Bob said picked up the win the other night. Fitz Stadler did. Works against Jalen Ortiz. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. And the pitch. That's up. It's 3-0 to Ortiz. It was another strong outing for Ricky Tiedemann. Though short. 3 innings a hit, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Allowed no runs. So combined for 16 strikeouts and 6 2/3 innings this week. Ortiz takes first strike. Was taken all the way. It's 3-1. Jalen in from the right side, slightly open stance. Here's the pitch. Swung on, in on the hands, looped behind home plate. It'll go out of play. And a fan who had a glove on dropped it. Did not go with 2 hands.
But the fan beside him, who didn't have a glove, scampered and picked it up for him. Kept it herself. Smart move.
I think they might be related or friends or something like that.
They're sitting together.
They're sitting next to each other. 3 balls, 2 strikes again to Jalen Ortiz. The pitch. That's a sharply hit ground ball to short. Cerconi fields it off a couple of hops. He'll throw across, a wide throw, and Schwecke is able to get the tag on Ortiz, who is trying to evade it, but he cannot. So 6-3 goes the putout. Out number 1 for Madison Stokes. Stadler, who delivers the first pitch to Stokes for a strike at 0-1. Joined New Hampshire from AAA Buffalo back on June the 15th and has been solid out of the Fisher Cats bullpen since 0-1. Stokes will swing and foul it back at 0-2.
Stokes had the hardest hit ball of the night for the Fightins, but nothing to show for it. Great diving stop by the third baseman, Jeffrey Whaler, took extra base hits away from him.
Now he's down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes with an out. Stadler's pitch is up and in, up towards the lid of Madison Stokes. He ducks out of the way, it's 1-2. It's another Berks Packing Sunday family fun day at the ballpark. Second to last Sunday home game of the year. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Stokes, the pitch. And that's over for a called strike 3 of the breaking pitch. Out number 2, strikeout number 1 for Fitz Stadler. That'll bring Baron Ratcliffe to the plate.
The strikeouts continue to pile up for the Phils. Again, averaging well over 10 strikeouts per game in this series. That's number 6 now on the night.
Baron Ratcliffe will dig in. He doubled his last time up on a ball that was blooped into shallow right field. Landed pretty much in no man's land. First pitch to him is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Just one series, 6 home games left. 2023. After an off day tomorrow, Reading back home Tuesday through Sunday as the Portland Sea Dogs, AA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox, march on into town from Portland. 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. Portland will probably take the 7-8 hour bus ride tomorrow down here to Reading before the 6-game series gets underway. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Outside 2-1. Next weekend we'll have fireworks Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday, of course, the final home game of the 2023 season. Running after that, we'll then go to Binghamton for a week to close out the 23 regular campaign. Next pitch is over for a strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So after today, just 6 at home, 6 in a row, 12 total remain in 2023. And boy, has it flown. 2-2. That's down low, 3-2. Counts full to Ratcliffe, 2 outs in the 4th. Fisher Cats lead 3-0. Feels like just yesterday the bus was pulling up from Clearwater with the opening day roster embarking on it. And then our opening game on April 11th against Richmond almost 6 months ago. Ratcliffe will swing and hit one in the air, high towards center. Brown tracks in towards his right a smidge. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side in the 4th. But Stadler gets 3 up, 3 down. We're through 4. Fisher Cats 3, Fightin's nothing on the Our Phil's Radio Network.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka, High Noon Sun Sips, Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carl's Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, 8-Bit Services, Supportive Concepts, and Affordable Home Care. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other culture elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at ourphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. To honor the 275th anniversary of Reading, the Our Phils will play as the Reading Keystones on Thursdays and select Tuesdays in 2023. Tuesdays are brought to you by Coatesville VA Medical Center. Join us for 11 Keystone Throwback Thursdays thanks to Burke's Career and Technology Center, H&F Heating and Cooling, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Come celebrate the 275th anniversary of Reading and enjoy some great baseball on Throwback Thursdays in 2023. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at ourphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. 3-0 Fisher Cats have the lead as Josh Hendrickson returns the mound for his 5th inning of work. He'll go up against the top of the New Hampshire lineup, starting with Devontae Brown, Andres Sosa, and Rainer Nunez. Fisher Cats put up 3 runs in the top of the 4th. Running quiet in the bottom of the frame. First pitch to Brown. He swings and misses. It's 0-1. Brown 0 for 1 tonight. He's also walked against Hendrickson. That came his last time up in the 3rd. 0-1. Another curveball in for a strike. It's 0-2. Brown 4 for 18 this week. Calls time, steps back in. Is also homered, doubled a couple of times. Knocked in 2 runs. 0-2 from Hendrickson. That one's lined towards the right center field gap. Ratcliffe races over to land in front of him. A plate on a hop for a base hit. Brown in to first with a leadoff single, his second time aboard. And that'll bring Andres Sosa to the plate. Third straight inning that the Fisher Cats have gotten the leadoff man aboard. Sosa now will dig in. 0 for 2 tonight, including a ground out and a double play his last time up. And Reading would love a double play ball here. The first pitch over for a strike. It's 0-1. Infield plays to turn 2. Martinez, the second baseman, shaded towards the bag. Left side straight up. Ortiz holds the runner at first. Here's the pitch. That one's hit sharply on the ground. Past Cesar Martin in the third base coach's box. It's no balls and 2 strikes. There is some stretching beginning in the R-Phillies bullpen. Tristan Garnett stretching. There's someone doing chords, but can't get a look at who it is quite yet. 0-2 is swung on, hit on the ground sharply to third. Stokes scoops, flips to second for 1. Martinez's relay in plenty of time. It's a 5-4-3 Univest double play.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Madison Stokes. Just got there as that one looked off the bat like it might get through that 5-6 hole between short and third, but Stokes with good range to his left, and once it was in his glove, Pedro Martinez very quick with that relay, and it was ultimately an easy double play.
First pitch to Rainer Nunez will be swung on and fouled over the right side, 0-1.
Josh Hendrickson's gotten himself out of some trouble with a couple of double plays, both of them off the bat of Andres Sosa.
0-1. That one's lifted in the air out towards center. Not well. It was off the end of the bat. Lee Sang is there. He'll squeeze it, and that'll retire the side. What turned out to be a pretty quick 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left. We're halfway home from Baseball Town. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Fisher Cats. For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt, and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phil's, 2 great hometown partners.
Bottom of the 5th inning, bottom third of Al Padrique's lineup due up for the Fightin Phils. Casey Martin, Cody Roberts, Pedro Martinez, the 3 due up for Reading in the frame. Working against Fitz Stadler, the first man out of the pen for New Hampshire. He's out for inning number 2 of work after Ricky Tiedemann gave a strong 3 frames. First pitch to Martins over for a called strike. It's 0-1. Casey struck out swinging his first time up. That came against Ricky Tiedemann, so the first time he'll see Stadler. Next pitch is taken down. It's ball and a strike. Martin 1 hit on the week. He's also walked once. Looking for a hit here to spark a bit of a rally for Reading here in the frame. He'll bloop one. It is caught off the first base line by the pitcher Stadler. That goes down as
no, if
out
you
number
pop
one.
up 1 on your scoreboard or your score sheet, but if Stadler doesn't catch that, nobody really shattered the bat at Casey Martin, really got in on his fists and didn't have much of anything on it. And Stadler does have some pretty good range because he's 6'9" on that pitcher's mound.
And you got Carlos De La Cruz up, so we got a couple of guys who are 6'9".
Correct.
Cody Roberts digs in, 1 out of the 5th. The first pitch to him is down for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's pretty much 2 of the very same body types. Small forwards in the NBA.
Let's get LeBron playing pro baseball once his basketball career ends. Roberts lifts one in the air out towards right. Tirada's going back. He's still going back. It is gone. Cody Roberts gets one over the right field fence for a solo home run, and the Fightin' Phils are on the board. It's 3-1 on Roberts' 6th home run of the year.
Well, when we gave you the weather forecast before today's game, we said the wind was blowing at about 10 to 15, and prior to the game, it was blowing out the left, but it traditionally blows mostly out the right field here, and it didn't make that shift, and that's exactly what happened there. Roberts hit it well, but the breeze took care of the rest and made sure it got out of here.
At 356 feet. Fence is probably 355 for what it's worth. First pitch to Pedro Martinez is outside for a ball, 1-0. So you got one, got the top of the lineup up next. You got Tiedemann out of the game, I think, most importantly. Stadler will deal to Martinez, and that's on the outside corner. It's ball and a strike. Pedro's 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded out the short his first time up. He flips to the left side, the switch hitter does. 1-1. That's outside, 2-1. Martinez, the 9-man in Al Pedrique's lineup. Martinez also from the same home country as the RFL skipper. Both natives of Venezuela. 1-1, he'll drill that one in the air towards left center field. Racing backs Robertson, it's over his head, and one hops the wall. Martinez cruises the second. It's a 1-out double for him, and the RFLs are in business on Pedro's 4th of the year of a double.
Pedro's switch hitter, and he was batting right-handed against Tiedemann, now flipping around the left-hand side. I think he's a more threatening hitter from that left side, and he hit that one well, and one hopped it off the fence. Robertson had no shot to get it. So, as Jake said, you chipped one away with the home run by Roberts. Now you got the top of the order up and a new pitcher out there, and cut down on the strikeouts and make some contact. Good things can happen.
So here's Marcus Lee Sang with 1 out of the inning, and Reading certainly is in business here. Hot dogs are grilling. Will they cook all the way? Lee Sang will foul it straight back at 0-1. It's not a look you just gave me. It's good.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's warranted. Day kind of screams out for it. I get it.
I mean, we are playing as the Reading Hot Dogs today, in case you're unaware.
I had a vague idea.
You did voice that one video that we play.
Did.
A lot of the videos, actually. That's a line drive, and it's caught by the shortstop Turconi, and just getting back to the bag is Martinez. Lee Sang robbed him a base hit. He hit it in a perfect spot, but Turconi was also playing in the right spot.
I may be crazy, but I swear Evan Johnson first signaled out.
Well, he said out, I think out on the line drive. Yeah.
And then okay, because I mean, he was clearly out on the line drive, but I get it now. Because I thought, why is he calling him out when he was clearly safe? But again, almost got a pitcher, 6'9" pitcher, right back through the box, and somehow he got out of the way of it, and Turconi right place to take that hit away.
First pitch to Carlos De La Cruz is taken for a strike at 0-1.
Now they outlawed the shift, but it still amazes you watching these games every day how many hits up back through the middle still get taken away.
Scouting report, especially at this point of the year, you have a ton of data on it. Pretty much every guy you go against. De La Cruz takes, it's 1-1.
So essentially what it means is that the second baseman or shortstop has to stay on their side of the bag, but they can be awfully close to the bag and only take a step or two, and they are, in essence, up the middle.
Next pitch is over for a strike 1 and 2, but at the low A level, they have the diagonal lines that come out from second base. So like where Ramirez is standing, for example, that's probably right on the edge of as far over as you can get. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs as Martinez leads off second. That one swung, hit on the ground. Friendly hop for Whaler at third. He'll throw across in time. And that will retire the side in the 5th. But Reading gets one on the Roberts home run. They had 2 hits. They leave 1. We're through 5. New Hampshire up 3-1 on the Phillies Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Well, I can tell you one person who's having the time of their life tonight, and that's the Philly fanatic.
He always has a good time and brings one with him. Always entertaining. Never disappoints.
That's one of my favorite fanatic skits. The Fanatic, in case you were unaware, here in Baseball Town here tonight. The greatest mascot in pro sports, and I will die on that hill. More on that in a moment. 3-1 New Hampshire leads, top of the 6th. 4-5-6 due up against Josh Hendrickson, who's 3 outs away from registering a quality start. He'll wind and fire to Will Robertson and miss outside. It's 1-0. Hendrickson at 78 pitches, so bullpen's quiet for Reading. You hope Hendrickson gets you through 6. 1-0. Swung on, hit in the air, foul territory, third base side. Madison Stokes will charge over. So will Cody Roberts. But it lands out of play foul. The one where the fanatic dances with the umpire and then the umpire like rips off their pants to reveal something else. I think this time it was like a kilt underneath. Always one of the best ones. Ball and a strike to Robertson, the pitch. Curveball, and that is just up for a ball. It's 2-1. Robertson 2 for 2 tonight, double and a homer. He's had a strong night against Hendrickson. Next pitch is chopped towards the middle. Charging is Martin and Martinez, and Pedro bobbled it behind the second base bag. And that's going to be a base hit for Will Robertson. So he's now a triple shy of the cycle.
Martin cut in front of Martinez trying to get there, and Martinez actually got a glove on it. I almost think that Martin may have distracted Martinez a little bit. Still would have been a really difficult play for Martinez, ranging all the way behind the bag, and Robertson runs pretty well, and from the left-hand box, he still probably beats it out, but I think Martin cutting in front of Martinez may have distracted Pedro a little bit from fielding that cleanly.
Trevor Schwecke bats, the runner goes. Roberts bobbles it and throws it second. Still was a good throw. If he doesn't bobble it, he may get him, and Robertson is in with a stolen base. That's his 9th of the year.
Yeah, Schwecke went around to bunt as if they had something on, and Robertson just kept on running as Schwecke bunted through it.
Pitch was a strike, so it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. That misses just beneath the knees. It's 1-1. Trevor Schwecke is 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded out and flown out. Went to center his last time out. Grounded to third his first time up. 1-1. That one's hit softly towards third. Past Cesar Martin in the third base coach's box. The ball in 2 strikes. Schwecke 3 for 18 on the week. Double or triple, 3 RBI. Entered today hitting .250 against Reading this season. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hendrickson ready at the letters. Here's the pitch. That one sit towards the middle on the ground. Very similar play. This time Casey Martin has it. Carousels and then throws the first. It's in time. That's out number 1. Very nice play from Casey Martin. Will Robertson does advance to third, so 1 out, man on third. We'll see if Reading brings the infield up.
That is a great play by Casey Martin. As Jake said, almost similar to the last one, only this one a little bit more on the shortstop side of the bag. And Martin, just to get a glove on it, saves a run by stopping it in the infield. But yet to be able to make that pirouette and then throw it on a dime to Jalen Ortiz to get the out makes it even that much more special.
Reading brings the infield up for Jeffrey Whaler. The first pitch is fouled straight back. It's 0-1.
Backup all the Access Industries safety and safety net. The safety nets are provided thanks to Access Industries and Safety Net.
Whalers had 1 plate appearance this year, well, since being called up, so 2 days with runners in scoring position. Did work a walk in that lone at bat. Swings and misses at the next one. It's 0-2. Hendrickson in a favorable spot here. That was pitch number 84 tonight for Josh Hendrickson. And Whaler will ask for time and get it from home plate umpire tonight, Brian DeBrouwer. Kevin Manzik at third. Evan Johnson, the crew chief, is at first. 0-2. That one's hit towards third. Stokes, and it goes under his glove. That'll allow a run to score. 4-1 Fisher Cats lead. And we'll wait for the official ruling on that. It looks like it's an error.
Yeah, it was right off. I think Madison Stokes just tried to play that too fast because Robertson, the runner at third, broke for home on contact. And Madison just simply trying to play it a little bit faster, let the ball go underneath his glove. And it's definitely an error and another run scored.
It'll be the 8th error of the year charged against Madison Stokes. Would have still been a tough play at home regardless.
Right.
Robertson did get an excellent break. And Tirada picked off, and then Hendrickson throws the ball away into right field. I don't think Whaler saw it right away, but the ball rolled so far down the line that Whaler had time to get up, look around for about 5 seconds, and still get to third in plenty of time. So that's going to be an E2 that allows him to advance to second and third.
Yeah,
E1, excuse me.
Yeah, he might have been able to score on that had he saw it originally. It took that long because so Baron Radcliffe ran to get it. It was in the Phil's bullpen. It was a way wide throw of the bag. Hendrickson had him picked off, but throws it away, and now a chance for more trouble for the Phils.
Second error of the year for Hendrickson. Next pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Infield back up here for Riley Tirata. Carlos Francisco is the arm up and throwing in the Fightin's bullpen. Reading trails 4-1 in the 6th. Hendrickson will fire home, and it is down for a ball, 2-0.
But aggressive base running can make people make mistakes, and that's what happened. Robertson breaking for home forced Madison Stokes to play it a little bit too fast and makes the error. The break off the bag, and Hendrickson, in haste, throws it away.
Next pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's 2-1.
Sometimes you're going to get burned by it, quite obviously, but there are times when just that aggressive nature just makes teams play a little bit faster, and that's how errors can happen. But Carlos Francisco is now up and warming up at the Phil's bullpen.
2 balls, 1 strike, the pitch. That one's chopped in the ground foul, 2-2. Tirada's 1 for 2 tonight. He homered a 2-run shot. Last time up in the 4th, put the Fisher Cats up 3-0 at the time. And he has an even count of 2-2 here. Infield stays up for Reading. Outfield straight up. The pitch just misses outside. The count runs full. It's 3-2. Hendrickson's pitch count continues to approach the upper 80s now as well, 88. Counts 3-2. Here's the pitch. That's a little flare shot towards right. Back to the bag to tag is Whaler. In comes Ratcliffe. He'll make the catch. Runner tags. Here's the throw home. It is offline. Roberts tried to get back, but he could not make the tag in time. So Whaler slides in safely. So it's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Tirada to the right. And it makes it 5-1 Fisher Cats.
Yeah, Baron Radcliffe throws that on the third base side of the bag. I think they probably get him, but because it was on the first base side, until Cody Roberts could get the ball and then get back and make the tag, Whaler just beats him. So you're looking for a shutdown inning after you finally get one back in the bottom of the fifth, and you give up two instead.
First pitch at Turcone's fisted shallow left. Out goes Stokes. He will reach and make the catch along the third base line, and that'll retire the side here in the sixth. 2 runs in the inning for the Fisher Cats on a hit. There were 2 errors and none left. We will go to the bottom of the sixth, 5-1 New Hampshire.
The Reading Fightin' Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Golden Oaks Golf Club, PA Army National Guard, Culligan Water, Aspen Home Improvements, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $56 when purchased in advance. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phil's game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Our Phil's game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Bottom half of the 6th inning after 2 more runs scored for New Hampshire in the top of the frame. It's a 5-1 ball game. Joe Jones, the new arm out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. And his first pitch to Dunn is over for a strike. It's 0-1. Jones' 9th appearance for New Hampshire, 4.61 ERA. Also made 18 appearances for Reading's next opponent, Portland. Earlier this year, 1-1 the count as the next one misses. And Bob, you learned that Joe Jones could do something a little athletic. Yeah, when Portland was in town a couple months ago.
I did. When they were here in Portland, there was someone who was initially just doing a handstand down on the sidelines, and I thought, okay. And then he didn't just stand on his hands. Then he started to walk on his hands. And I thought, well, that's really impressive. And he walked on his hands for a while. I mean, it wasn't like he did it for a couple of steps. He did it for a while.
Pitch to Dunn is outside. It's 2-2.
Jones is sloppy. You got him. He's 6'5" and 245. So he is a big and a strong dude. But it takes some strength to not just stand on your hands, but to walk on your hands. And he was able to do it quite well.
Pitch to Dunn misses down. It's 3-2.
Not maybe a skill that'll make you any money, but, you know, might win you a bar bet once in a while.
That's true. He signed with the Red Sox on a minor league deal at the beginning of the 23 season. Began the season with the high A Greenville drive. Dunn will take ball 4, his second walk today. First walk issued by Joe Jones. Eventually promoted to Portland on May 23rd, was released on July the 31st, and then signed with Toronto on August the 3rd. So stays in the AL East and was assigned to New Hampshire to begin after he spent some time in Indy ball in his career, was with Fargo Moorhead in the American Association last year. As he'll pitch to Ortiz here, who lines one towards shallow left center. It's down for a base hit for Jalen Ortiz. Oliver Dunn up to second base. And it's back-to-back base runners for Reading for Madison Stokes.
And so now you got to try to get it back. As I said a moment ago, or at the bottom of the top half of that 6th inning, you got one back in the 5th, but now you need a shutdown inning. You don't get that shutdown inning. The defense certainly didn't help the Phils in the top half, and they let a couple of runs in. So now the hole's a little bit bigger. Got to chip away at it, get some of it back.
Time's called. They'll just ask for the pitch clock to be restarted.
Good to see Jalen Ortiz punch one in there as well. He certainly started off this series hitting the ball well and making some solid contact, and got in that that strikeout funk last night.
And Stokes will swing at the first pitch and foul back at 0-1. Jones spent time in 21 in the Diamondbacks organization, and then he also spent previous 4 seasons in Indy ball in a bunch of different leagues: the Washington League, Frontier League, Atlantic League, next pitch of ball, the Pacific Association, and the American Association. I think it's safe to say Joe Jones is pretty well traveled, especially this year, but really throughout his entire big league career. 1-1.
Not on his hands.
Outside 2-1. Hope he's not walking to each location on his hands. Boards the plan on his hands. Sir, you got to flip around.
Yeah, that's quite a walk on your hands from Portland, Maine to New Hampshire.
Granted, not too bad of a drive, only an hour and a half.
Yeah. Sure, it's scenic, but not if you're on your hands. You can't see a whole lot.
2-1. Stokes will flick one foul, 2-2.
It's kind of interesting.
You'll see the pavement.
That's true.
That's the scenes.
But I mean, his numbers in Portland weren't bad. But I mean, he is 28 years of age. Maybe it was just a numbers thing that they released him. But 2-1 with a 3.79 earned run average in 18 games. He wasn't pitching too bad for Portland.
Yeah, it came on July 31st, so it was deadline day. So always a lot of movement at that point. Stokes pokes one to the left side. That's through for a base hit. Dunn around third. Up with it's Robertson. His throw home's not in time, and the Fightin' Phils get one back. It's 5-2.
That's got to feel good for Madison Stokes, because he had that error in last inning. And to get that one through, and again, talk about your seeing eye base hits, that's exactly what it was. He didn't hit it hard, but he hit it in a perfect spot. And Cerconi, the shortstop, couldn't get a glove on it. And once he couldn't get a glove on it, Al Padrique was pumping the arm around to get Oliver Dunn home. To be honest with you, I thought that was a mistake on the part of Robertson to throw home in a 5-1 game. He really didn't have much of a shot at Oliver Dunn, but because Ortiz doesn't run all that well, it doesn't really hurt them that he can't move up a base.
So Baron Ratcliffe digs in. He represents the tying run. The first pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Ratcliffe 1 for 2 tonight. He's doubled, and he has also flown out. And Jones will come set at the belt and deal the next pitch home. Ratcliffe will ground it foul down the line, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Men on first and second, no outs. First 3 have reached against Joe Jones in the Fightin' Phils lineup. In this bottom of the 6th, they trail 5-2. Jones will set at the belt and pitch. That one's lined the other side down the left field line. It's 1-2. Another nice crowd here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon from Baseball Town. Joe Jones will dangle the right arm as he appears to get a sign from his catcher Sosa, working against Baron Ratcliffe. The pitch, swinging a miss. He struck him out, and Ratcliffe is down on strikes. And that'll bring Casey Martin to the plate.
Shortstop Casey Martin.
So Casey Martin will dig in. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight. Strikeout and a pop out to the pitcher. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Reading's got 1 back in the 6th. It's 5-2. The man who got Reading its first run of the night, Cody Roberts, awaits on deck. As both runners get their leads for the Fightin' Phils. Here's the pitch. That's down for a ball. It's 1-1. Action continues in the Phillies bullpen. So Josh Hendrickson's day is likely done as Carlos Francisco continues to throw. 1-1. Roberts, broken bat, it sounded like. Pop fly towards shallow center. Out goes Turconi. Infield fly rule is called. He makes the catch, route number 2. Is that the second straight at bat with a broken bat for Martin?
Yes, it is. The last one was caught by the pitcher. This one caught by the shortstop. So, yes, Casey Martin's a heavy use of lumber so far today. Nothing to show for it.
So Cody Roberts digs in. 2 outs now on the bottom of the 6th. Running down by 3, 2 on. First pitch, inside, it's 1-0. Roberts 1 for 2 tonight, a solo home run last inning in the 5th. He's the 6th Fightin' Phil to come to the plate in the inning against Joe Jones. 1-0. That's down, it's 2-0. Pedro Martinez awaits on deck. He hit one hard his last at-bat. Lined a double to the left center field gap. 2-0. That's inside. It's 3-0 to Cody Roberts. Got to think in the situation you're taking all the way. Looks like Al Patrique gave that finger wave, which usually is the universal sign for don't swing the bat.
Yeah. Don't you dare. Kind of that fatherly figure that Al Patrique is at third base.
3-0. That's in tight ball 4. Bases are loaded. Second walk issued this inning for Jones, and here comes Pedro Martinez.
So now this is a spot where Pedro Martinez has to be patient. Pitching coach Drew Hayes is going to come out and have a conversation with Joe Jones. But again, you just walk the guy in front of you. The 9-hole hitter, Pedro Martinez is an aggressive hitter. But in this particular situation, he's got to be patient. If Joe Jones gives him something fat to hit in the first pitch, fine. But be selective. Don't just get up there swinging, and if he throws one way out of the zone, go chasing after it.
Big spot in the game here. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Bases are loaded. Reading trails 5-2. Portland fired a punch in the top of the 6th with 2. Reading looking to counter punch here. Martinez, as we said, he lined the double to left center his last time up. Honestly, one of the better swings we have seen from Pedro Martinez. Stayed inside the baseball and hit a line drive to left center. He bats here with bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th. Lefty on righty with Joe Jones on the mound. Here's the pitch. That's down 1-0.
There you go. That's, again, be patient. Don't go up there hacking unless he's going to give you something fat right down the middle in your first pitch. He did. He took it.
It's got to be absolutely perfect at this point for Roberts to take the bat, Martinez to swing. It's not, and it's outside. It's 2-0.
That's probably not, but in this situation, I think he should take. I think he should be up there until he sees a strike.
Joe Jones set at the belt, the pitch, and tried to check his swing, and home plate umpire Brian DeBrower will say he went. It was a borderline pitch that probably could have went either way, but it's a strike now, 2-1. Just the second at-bat that Pedro Martinez has had with the bases loaded. 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Yeah, he went for it all there. All right, so now he's got to make the adjustment. Now he's in a 2-strike spot. Now he needs to make contact.
Choke up. Short swing. Think about driving it the other way. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Martinez. Bases loaded, Reading down by 3. The pitch. Just off the outside part of the plate, the count's full. And that means all the runners will be off and moving on the pitch. Martinez, a 115 hitter with runners in scoring position this year. It's 250 when there are 2 outs. Jones ready at the belt. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, out towards left. Drifting back goes Robertson. He has it sized up. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side here in the 6th. Reading, though, gets 1 run. They do it on a pair of hits. No errors. They leave the bases loaded. We'll go to the 7th. Reading down 5-2 on the Phillies Radio Network.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Be the first to know everything about your Red and Fightin' Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways and guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise, just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
Carlos Francisco, the new arm for the Fightins in this top half of the 7th inning. And here to tell you all about it, it's my broadcast partner, Bob McCool.
Abiazel Ramirez, the 9-hole hitter, the first one to face Francisco. He comes out swinging and fouls the first pitch straight back. Abiazel Ramirez 1 for 2 with a single back into 3rd inning. Francisco got the win that the Phils have in this series. He's a slow roller on the first base side to Jalen Ortiz. That actually had to take a step back to make that play cleanly, but he does make the play by himself, and that's 1 out. Brings up the top of the order in Devontae Brown. Yeah, the Phils won just once so far in this series, and it was Francisco who got the win in that game. "5-2 was our score. Fisher Cats on top as they bat here in the top of the 7th. Devontae Brown takes one outside for a ball. Devontae Brown on base twice in 3 at-bats. Ground out to first, walk, and single in 3 plate appearances. Batting at a leadoff spot today. Tried to check his swing but went around, and now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brown, one of 3 Fisher Cats in the lineup today who were not on the team when the bus left New Hampshire, as that is fouled back. Jeffrey Whaler and Ramirez were all brought up during this series from Vancouver. Lots of plane fares from east to west and back east again for the Toronto Blue Jays organization, as that was outside. Again, the single A affiliate is in Dunedin, and the high A affiliate is in Vancouver, and then obviously back to New Hampshire for the double A. So a lot of frequent flyer miles. 2 balls and 2 strikes is over for a called strike 3. Devontae Brown didn't think so, but he is a strikeout victim. 2 quick outs now for Carlos Francisco here in the 7th. And I'll bring up Andres Sosa. He's hit 3 ground balls today, and he's made really a total of 5 outs, 2 of them for double plays. First one a ground ball to Madison Stokes. And first pitch to him is outside for a ball. Josh Hendrickson inducing 2 different ground balls with Andre Sosa at the plate. Both of them were big outs for Hendrickson, who goes 6 innings today. 1-0 pitch to Sosa is over for called strike. 7 hits, 5 runs, only 3 of them earned. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts for Josh Hendrickson. So he can not win it. He obviously is the pitcher of record on the loss unless the Phils can come from behind. As that one's inside, it's now 2 balls and 1 strike to Andres Sosa. foul tip. Fouled that one off. I think that got his back foot. He's got the protector high on his ankle. He doesn't have either of his feet protected. And one of them is a little sore right now. Not sure if that was off the front foot or the back foot. But whichever one it was, it hurts right now for Andre Sosa. So our home plate umpire, Brian DeBrouwer, going to give him a little bit of extra time before he gets back in the box with a 2 balls and 2 strike count. That one's low and inside. Now the count is full. Inside ball 4. Francisco mad at himself as he surrenders the walk. And again, a 2-out walk. It's been part of the theme and the issue for this Phil's pitching staff throughout this series. Lots of 2-out walks and have led to further damage more often than the Fightin' Phils would like to think about. Rainier Nunez steps to the plate. Nunez walked back in the first inning. That was a 2-out walk. Takes that one outside for a ball. A couple of flyouts to center field in his other 2 plate appearances. Nunez batting in the 3-hole in today's game. 5 for 22 in the series. Driven in 6, fouls that one straight back. And he had sights of big things on that cut. A healthy cut for Rainer Nunez.
The safety nets are provided thanks to Access Industries and Safety Net.
So the count now is 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball and a good one from Francisco, and he gets that one over for a called strike. It's now 1-2. Runner at first, Andre Sosa. Foul tipped by Nunez. A very protective swing for Rainer Nunez just to keep himself alive, which he does at 1-2. Two outs here in the top of the 7th. Hit hard towards short. Casey Martin will make the short throw to second in plenty of time, and that will do it for the Fisher Cats here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left. 7th inning stretch time in Baseball Town. New Hampshire 5, Reading 2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz-Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz-Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksorus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
There's a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience filled with family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 21st through the 24th for the induction of Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland as the class of 2023. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
University Golden Wolves call the bullpen. Will bring in right-hander Trevor Clifton for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. We head to the bottom half of the 7th inning, and the Reading Hot Dogs will try to catch up. See what I did there, Jake?
That was pretty good. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find that.
I hope they can muster a comeback.
That's right. It'll start with Marcus Lee Sang at the top of the order. He swings at the first pitch and hits it right to the third baseman, Jeffrey Whaler, and 1 pitch and 1 out for Trevor Clifton. That'll bring up Carlos De La Cruz. Carlos 0 for 2 today, walked back in the third inning. 4 for 19 in this series now for De La Cruz. 5-2, Fisher Cats on top. On this second to last Sunday here at home in Baseball Town. Fightin Phils will stay here on Tuesday to begin a 6-game and the final homestand for the Phils here in Reading against the Portland Sea Dogs on Tuesday. 1-0 pitch to Carlos De La Cruz is over for a called strike. Clifton, 28 years of age, originally from Maryville, Tennessee, was drafted by the Chicago Cubs back in 2013 out of high school. This one, a little tapper, right side, and foul. Very interesting journey for Trevor Clifton. After the pitching for the Cubs for 6 years, 5 plus really after his draft, he elected free agency in 2019. And then in 2020, when the COVID season came along, he decided, you know what, I'm done with baseball. That one's way inside to De La Cruz. It's 2-2. And then was kind of working out and working with some young pitchers, and the fastball seemed to get a little bit of life back and started to throw a little bit harder, and decided, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. And the Blue Jays signed him, pitching in independent baseball in Ottawa, Canada. Swinging and a foul tip, De La Cruz just stays alive. The pitch prior was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Clifton, so you can understand why he felt like, well, you know what? I got a little bit of giddy up on my fastball. Maybe I can get some professional hitters out. Here he is, signed by the Blue Jays on August the 4th and pitching in Double-A. 2-2 to Carlos De La Cruz. Takes that one outside. It's 3-2. De La Cruz trying to get on base. Phils need some base runners, down by 3. This one tapped towards short. Michael Turconi up with it, has plenty of time, and that is out number 2. Couple of ground ball outs so far for the Fightins here in the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring Oliver Dunn to the plate. Dunn's been on base twice, both by way of walks. And also grounded out to second in 3 plate appearances. So Trevor Clifton, the 4th pitcher that the Fisher Cats have used so far today. Ricky Tiedemann started, went 3 innings. Fitz Stadler went 2. Joe Jones pitched the 6th, and here we are in the 7th with Trevor Clifton on the mound. 1-0 to Oliver Dunn, make it 2-0. Fisher Cats started this series with some unsteadiness in their bullpen, but it's been pretty effective against the Fightins so far throughout this series. 2-0 to Oliver Dunn. That's over on the inside corner for a called strike 1. Big swing, no contact. Dunn's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's 96 on the gun from Trevor Clifton. Just misses. And now Dunn has worked the count full. Again, Oliver's already walked twice in this game. And now sits in a 3-2 count. Lifts this one into shallow left field. Looks like Robertson, the left fielder, will call everyone off and he'll make the catch. And the Phils go quietly in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Fightins. We'll head to the 8th. The Fisher Cats still in the lead at 5-2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you're a youngster or an adult, there's no better birthday than a Fightin' Phil's birthday. The Fightin' Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $130. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
The Alberta University Golden Wolves call the bullpen. Will bring in left-hander Tristan Garnett for the Fightins. And he will be facing left-hand hitter Will Robertson. Robertson having a good day and a good series. 3 for 3 today, putting 2 singles and a home run. He scored a couple of runs, and obviously he drove in a run as well on that solo home run. It's now 8 hits in the series for Will Robertson.
10th appearance for Garnett, 1-1, a 0.84 ERA, 16 strikeouts, 2 walks across 10 2/3.
1-0 pitch to Robertson is a swing and a miss. That one bounces up there. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Garnett pitched in game 2 in this series, ended up taking a loss in that series, struggled, did not pitch an entire inning, pitched only 2/3 of an inning, gave up a couple of runs.
That's really been the only bad inning
yes,
from.
I was thinking the same thing. You kind of read my mind. He's been pretty good since his call-up on August the 5th.
It's only earned runs he's given up, too. I mean, he's been, I think, excellent, aside from just that one outing last time out. So obviously looking for a bounce back here.
6-6 lefty. He's got Will Robertson at 2 balls and 2 strike count. Lefty on lefty. This one right back through the middle, but Casey Martin just couldn't get there. Timed it perfectly, but just not quite tall enough to get there. And Will Robertson is now 4 for 4 on the afternoon. It'll be good to see him get on the bus back to New Hampshire.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a week. After today so far, he's 9 for 21 so far on the week. That's 429.
Trevor Schwecke now will bat. Schwecke 0 for 3 on the afternoon, 3 for 19 in the series. Garnett's first pitch, Schwecke beats it into the ground. Robertson has 4 extra base hits in this series. He's hit for the cycle in this series. Done a little bit of everything. Takes a lead off of first. Left-hander Garnett takes a look over, comes with his pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets ahead of Schwecke, no balls and 2 strikes. Bit frustrating series on the flip side for Trevor Schwecke. One of the few Fisher Cats who has not had a whole lot of production at the plate. He's in an 0-2 hole here. This one lifted into right field. Baron Radcliffe has to make a couple of steps to his right, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. They'll still have 6 outs to go, so Tristan Garnett trying to keep it where it is. 5-2 Fisher Cats on top as Jeffrey Whaler will come to the plate. Whaler 1 for 3 on the day. He's been on base twice and scored both times. Safe on an error his last time up, and a single and scored a run in the 4th. Beats this one down the third base line, but foul. Cesar Martin makes a nice play to his right. And then looks for a fan that he wants to throw it to. Says, I don't like you. I'm going to throw it over to you instead. He throws it into the grandstands instead of the 67 club. He's a very particular guy in terms of you gotta decide who he wants to give that foul ball to. He's been really great for you to deal with, I know.
Oh, yeah, he has been great. Second time we've had them this year. He's, their whole staff has been terrific. I think one of the nicer staffs. I mean, all the staffs have been great, but this one in particular, definitely one of the nicest ones across the league.
And it's a good thing, too, because Cesar Martin is jacked. You
don't want to get on his wrong side.
He is jacked. No balls and 2 strikes to Jeffrey Whaler. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Garnett blows the fastball by Jeffrey Whaler for out number 2.
We'll say next week's staff's Portland, also another one that's been a fun one to have around as well. Knowing people who work in that organization, they say nothing but great things about manager Chad Epperson and that whole staff in Portland. So I'm excited to have them in town next week. Well, not next week, 2 days from now.
Technically this week, correct.
Technically 48 hours, we are back on the air for game 1.
Riley Tirada now will bat for the Fisher Cats as he slices one, a hot potato, into the first base grandstand. Everybody seems to be okay. They're scrambling for the baseball. Tirada having a busy day today like he has throughout the series. Been on base, he's driven in 3 runs, a 2-run home run in the 4th, and a sacrifice fly for an RBI in the 6th. Officially 1 for 2 on the day. That one's up high, and it's 1-1. Tirada's hit for the cycle in this series as well. He done a 3-run triple in last night's game. 3 more RBIs this afternoon as he takes another one outside. It's 2-1. Weather looks very good for the week, especially if you like sunny, hot weather. It's what we're going to have all week, so it's a great day to come out here to Baseball Town and watch the final homestand of the season. As the Phils make a push, make sure they top last year's attendance figure. Should be done without much of a problem. Today's crowd will put the attendance over 360,000 for the 2023 season. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Riley Tirada. Runner at first base, 2 outs, top half of the 8th. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it for the Cats in the 8th. They get a leadoff base hit, and that's it. No runs, no hit, 1 hit, and 1 man left on base to the bottom of the 8th. It's still New Hampshire 5, Fightin 2.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit baseballtown.org.
Trevor Clifton back out for his 2nd inning of work as we head to the 8th inning. Presented to you by Swartz Culleton PC. Have you or a loved one been injured? Get justice at Swartz Culleton today. 1-800-JUSTICE today. As Jalen Ortiz leads off for the Fightins. Ortiz 1 for 3 on the day. Takes the first pitch over for a called strike 1. Jalen with a base hit his last time up. It's his 4th hit of the series with that single. A 1 pitch beats it into the ground and straight up in the air. And it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Ortiz, to be followed by Madison Stokes and Barron Radcliffe for the Phils here in the bottom of the 8th. Time running short for the Fightins, down 5-2. That's way outside. Kirkering up and throwing in the Phil's bullpen.
He's got to get work regardless
Right.
at this point.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Ortiz. Beats this one foul, not a play. And Kirkering has kind of settled into Al Padrique's closer spot, high leverage spot, call it what you want. 9th inning guy, and he's done pretty well in that role, but not having a whole lot of chances to do that. The Phil's not winning a whole lot of games. Ortiz with a check swing that heads out to right field and right fielder Riley Tirada. You don't often see a check swing end up in the right fielder's glove, but that's how far it sailed, but it's still out number 1 here in the 8th. So I'll bring up Madison Stokes. He too got a base hit his last time up. It was an RBI single for Madison, his 29th RBI of the season. Cut it to the 5-2 game that we have right now. 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch swinging, comes up empty. So since Tiedemann went out of the game in the 3rd inning, the Phils have done a better job, not only scored runs, but making better contact as well. Tiedemann struck out 5 in his 3 innings of work. Phils have only struck out once since that time. And they've scored both of their runs after Tiedemann went out. No balls and 2 strikes right now to Madison Stokes. That's way outside. He takes it for a ball. Fisher Cat bullpen is quiet as Trevor Clifton works here in the 2nd. His 2nd inning, I should say, not in the 2nd, in the 8th. 1-2 pitch. Over for a called strike 3. Spoke too soon in regards to the strikeouts for the Phils. First for Clifton, 2nd out here in the 8th. Brings Barron Radcliffe to the plate. Radcliffe was the other strikeout back in the 6th inning. 1 for 3 on the day with a double. Check swing double, but Barron hustling out of the box, got himself a double out of that little blooper. And the first pitch to him is over for a called strike 1. It's the 8th double of the season for Radcliffe. He's got 9 home runs, 19 RBIs. I don't think he was very happy with the strike 1 call he got. He called timeout, mostly to tell Brian DeBrouwer what he thought of that first pitch strike call. Now he's back in the box from the left-hand side. Fouls this one straight back. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Barron, a great all-around athlete, 3-star quarterback coming out of high school. Had a lot of offers to play college football. He opted to play baseball, following the footsteps of his father, Vic, who was a big leaguer as well. That's over for a called strike 3. And Clifton ends up striking the last 2 batters out of this 8th inning as the Phils go 1-2-3 in the 8th. Head of the ninth, it's still 5-2 Cats on top.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Our Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Our Phils fans, see an Our Phils road game, meet with an Our Phils player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star Our Phils road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the Our Phils in Altoona Thursday, meet with an Our Phils player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Our Phils fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $21. This selection includes barbecue chicken sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, cookies, and so much more. Drinks feature all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL. Order online at ourphils.com or visit the Customers Bank ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Alvernia University Golden Wolves call the bullpen will bring Orion Kirkering into the game, as we talked about in the last inning, in to get himself some work because he just hasn't gotten as much high leverage work in the Phil's bullpen, as coaching staff would like, so they'll give him some work here in the ninth. And still with a job to do, and that's to get 3 outs without giving up any more runs, with the Phil's down 5-2. New Hampshire coming to the plate here in the ninth. Michael Turconi will lead it off for New Hampshire. Turconi 0 for 3 on the day. He's played very well at shortstop this afternoon. Made some nice plays, as has the Fightin's shortstop Casey Martin. First pitch from Kirkering is low and inside for a ball. 1-0 pitch is there for strike one. Turconi to be followed by Abiazel Ramirez and Devontae Brown. That's 8, 9, and 1 in New Hampshire's lineup. Tried to check and went around, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Kirkering, a little bit of a slower start, but he's really been good since. 17th game, he has 4 saves, a 2.81 ERA, 23 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 16 innings pitched.
1-2 pitch, way inside. May have hit him. No, he said he went around on it. That's strike 3.
We'll take that if you're ready.
It was very bizarre looking, but Turconi was trying to get out of the way of it and swinging at the same time, and it turns into a strikeout for out number 1 here in the ninth. Pizza Coma USA, located at 4600 North 5th Street Highway in Temple. It's your home for the best pizzas, stromboli cheesesteaks, and Italian dinners throughout all of Berks County and beyond. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Has never been so true as when it comes to Pizza Como. Family owned and operated, they bring the best quality dishes to their customers year after year. In addition, the Yard at Pizza Como is now open with the best simulators in the area. For more information on Pizza Como USA and the Yard, stop in today. Pizza Como USA is a proud 2023 Fight Phil's team feed partner. Ramirez is in a 2 balls and 1 strike count. The 9-hitter 1 for 3 today with a single back into 3rd inning. 2 for 7 now in this series. His first with the Fisher Cats. This one back up the middle. Casey Martin ranging far to his left, makes the play and the throw. Again, the shortstops putting on a clinic this afternoon here in Baseball Town.
Yeah, Casey Martin certainly had a really impressive day defensively at short. A couple nice double plays, another nice play coming across the middle right there.
What's been so good for us watching Casey Martin is when he shows off that range, as he did there, his throws have been pretty accurate. He's made a couple of errant throws, as one would expect with a shortstop, but he's made some really good plays as well. He certainly can pick it at short as the bat hopefully continues to mature. Now to bring the top of the order up, and Devontae Brown, who's 1 for 3 today. First pitch to him is a strike. Second one is rolled. Guess where? To short. Casey Martin to his right this time will still make that play as well. And 1, 2, 3 go the Fisher Cats in the ninth. It's time for the Fightins to rally. They need 3 to tie and 4 to walk it off when we come back on the Reading Fightin Phil's radio network.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities of motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Yeah, Vernon University Golden Wolves Cola bullpen will bring in pitcher number 5 on the night for the Fisher Cats. It's T.J. Brock who will come in. Brock needed to try to get 3 outs, comes in a save situation. Phils will send 7, 8, and 9 due up in the order, with Casey Martin to lead it off, to be followed by Cody Roberts and Pedro Martinez. That's what's due up for the Phils. T.J. Brock, 24-year-old right-hander. Originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. Played his college baseball at The Ohio State University. I said that just to get under the skin of my broadcast partner Jake Starr. 6th round draft pick of the Toronto Blue Jays in last year's draft. Promoted from Vancouver at the end of May here in New Hampshire. And his job is to try to get 3 outs before the Phils can get 3 runs. 5-2, Fisher Cats on top, and Casey Martin leading off. Martin takes the first pitch over for a called strike 1. Casey Martin 0 for 3 on the day. Big swing, no contact. And Martin quickly in a no balls and 2 strike hole. Brock making his 28th appearance in a Fisher Cat uniform. So 2 pitch, low ball 1. He's 2-1 with a 7 ERA, 27 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts and just 12 walks. He does have 7 saves in 9 opportunities. Looking for another one here. He's also surrendered 6 home runs. Foul tip and in the glove and held on to by Andre Sosa. And that is out number 1 on the strikeout. That's 3 straight strikeouts now for Phil's hitters. Ever since I mentioned the fact that they have not been striking out as much today, after Tiedemann went out, they started striking out again. 1 out here in the 9th. Today's attendance brought to you by PSECU, 6,187 on a Sunday afternoon here in Baseball Town. PSECU proud to be one of the largest credit unions in all of Pennsylvania. So again, today's crowd putting us well over 360,000 for the 2023 season with 6 more games left to play. Cody Roberts stands in. Cody Roberts with a solo home run back in the 5th inning. Also walked in the 6th, so he's 1 for 2 on the day. And he's in a 1 ball and 1 strike count here with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. That's way inside. It's 2-1. Again, Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs begin a 6-game homestand. The final home series on Tuesday here at the ballpark. 6:45 is first pitch. Tompkins Plaza opens up at 6 o'clock on Tuesday night. 2 balls and 1 strike to Cody Roberts with 1 out in the 9th. This one lined in left field and just hooking foul. Cody Roberts hit it well, but he just pulled it foul by a couple of feet. So now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pedro Martinez in the on-deck circle for the Fightins as they try to get something together, try to get a couple men on base here and make something happen here in the bottom of the 9th. That one's inside, and now the count is full to Roberts. Any way possible if you're Cody Roberts now. This one down the third base line, but right to the third baseman, Whaler. He'll make the throw. It's a high throw, and Cody Roberts is safe. Trevor Schwecke will argue that he made the tag, but the first base umpire, Evan Johnson, said he missed him. Cesar Martin is now going to come out and argue. He's probably going to ask him to ask the home plate umpire whether or not he saw the tag or not, but Evan Johnson said he missed him, and they will confirm. So that's what Cesar Martin's going to argue. He's going to ask him to check with the home plate umpire, see if he saw the contact on the tag. Schwecke was pretty adamant that he got him. See if the umpires agree. Nope, they say he's safe. So that's going to be an error on the third baseman, Whaler, on the throw, because if the throw was good, he was out. So the Phils get a base runner. They need at least 1 more to bring the tying run to the plate. This will be the first error of the night for the Fisher Cats as Pedro Martinez now bats. Martinez 1 for 3 on the night with a double. Cesar Martin still arguing on his way back to the dugout. Martinez flew out to left field his last time up with the bases loaded back in the 6th inning after the Phils had gotten 1 run back in this one. First pitch to him, there for a strike. This one towards second. Ramirez to second for 1. The relay is not in time. Martinez beats it out. So the Phils still have a pulse. on the fielder's choice. Pedro Martinez safe at first base.
Center fielder Marcus Lee Sang.
So that will flip the lineup around as well to Marcus Lee Sang. Lee Sang 0 for 4 on the day. Pedro Martinez will take his lead off at first. Again, the big bat of Carlos De La Cruz in the on-deck circle if the Phils can get to him. Martinez takes off. They're not holding him on, so he'll move up to second base. It'll be defensive indifference. Pitch was a strike to Marcus Lee Sang. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Marcus Lee Sang now will call timeout in an 0-2 hole. So the Phils now down to their final pitch, or their final strike. Tried to check his swing, but he went around, and that will do it. The Phils go down swinging, and maybe nothing more appropriate than that the Phils end this game and end this series with yet another strikeout, as the Phils in the ninth go without a run, without a hit. There was one error, and there was one man left on base. But the New Hampshire Fisher Cats come into this series in last place in the Northeast Division of the Eastern League in the second half, and they take 5 out of 6 from the Phils on the Phils home turf. Final score, New Hampshire 5, Phils 2. We'll take a break, come back with a post-game show and a wrap of the game and the series after this.
Side Auto Group Deck is a great spot for all fans of a summer picnic and great tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in home run territory, behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are just $32 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit rfields.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Welcome back to the postgame show where the Reading Fightin' Phils home woes continue. I drop another one here to the New Hampshire Fisher Cats by a final score of 5-2. And New Hampshire ends up taking 5 of the 6 in this series. Josh Hendrickson got the start today for the Fightins, and young left-hander, Ricky Tiedemann got the start for New Hampshire. And again, he was excellent in Tuesday's game, and he was maybe not quite as spectacular as he was on Tuesday, but certainly just as efficient. He goes 3 innings, gave up just 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Again, on Tuesday, he went 3 2/3 innings and struck out 11. So part of the theme of this series for the Fightin' Phils was just way too many strikeouts, as the strikeouts issues continue for the Phils throughout this entire series. And as I said, maybe no more appropriate than they ended this game with a strikeout. 11 more strikeouts today. And if my memory is correct, that's 71 strikeouts for the Fightin' Phils in this 6-game series. Just way too many times of going down without a fight in terms of swings and misses or strikeouts. And not a whole lot of good things happen when you do that. So here's the way things went for the Phils. We were scoreless through 3 before New Hampshire struck first, and Will Robertson, who had an absolutely spectacular series for the Fisher Cats, got it started with a solo home run, a line drive to right field for Robertson, his 15th home run of the season, his second of this series, and also his 50th RBI of the season. Robertson ended the day with 4 more hits and 9 in the series. Got the Fisher Cats on top 1-0. Josh Hendrickson got the next batter, Trevor Swickey, to fly out. Then Jeffrey Whaler got a single. And the next batter after that, Riley Tirada, who also had a very good series for the Fisher Cats, drove one out of here for a 2-run home run. And the Fisher Cat lead had made it 3-0 thanks to those 2 home runs in that inning. Fightin's got one back in the 5th inning on a home run of their own. This time it was Cody Roberts with the home run. Got one up in the jet streams here out to right field. He hit it well, and the wind took care of the rest of it. Cody Roberts got his 6th home run of the season, his 15th RBI. The solo home run made it a 3-1 game. But in a spot where you're looking to get the shutdown inning after you finally get one back, the Fightins could not get it done, and the defense let them down in a big way. Will Robertson, go figure, got this thing started with a single, stole second base, and then ultimately came around to score. It was an error on the Robertson got to third base, and then ultimately Jeffrey Whaler hit a ground ball to third. Madison Stokes playing up, saw Robertson break for the plate, kind of just played it a little bit too fast, and the ball got away from him. It was an error to third baseman. The run scores. That made it a 4-1 game. And then with Whaler on first base, he started to steal second base. Hendrickson tried for the pickoff attempt and threw it all the way down into Phil's bullpen. That allowed Whaler to go all the way around to third base. And then Riley Tirada got yet another RBI on a sacrifice fly. He had 3 RBIs last night, 3 more tonight. And with that 2-run inning, thanks to a couple of errors for the Phils, put the Fisher Cats back up on top now by a 5-1 score. Reading got one back in the 6th inning. Oliver Dunn led it off with a walk. Then Jalen Ortiz followed that up with a single. And then Madison Stokes, helping to redeem himself a little bit after that error in the previous inning, got himself a base hit. And Dunn came around to score. Now the Phils were within 5-2 with 2 men on and nobody out in the 6th inning. But they were able to generate nothing else on offense in that inning. They got a strikeout from Barron Ratcliffe, Casey Martin on an infield pop-up. Then Cody Roberts walked to load the bases, and Pedro Martinez flew out to left field to end the threat. And ultimately, that was the last threat for the Phils. They went 1-2-3 in the 8th. They got a man on base in the 9th, but could not get any more offense generated as the Phils go down with 11 more strikeouts in this afternoon's ball game. New Hampshire, 5 runs on 8 hits. They committed 1 error, and they left 5 on base. The Fightins just 2 runs today on just 5 hits. They committed 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. Trevor Clifton gets the win for the Fisher Cats. He's now 1-1. Josh Hendrickson suffers the loss. He is now 2-8. TJ Brock comes on to get yet another save for New Hampshire, his 8th of the season. This one played in 2 hours and 19 minutes here in Baseball Town in front of 6,187. So now that today's game is in the books, we have just 6 games left on the home schedule for the Reading Fightin' Phils in 2023. So if you still want to get out here and see Baseball Town, see what's going on out here, this brand new Redner's Event Center that's going up before your eyes and filling in before your eyes, and all the many things that make Baseball Town so special and so much fun to be a part of. We'll have fireworks throughout the weekend on the season finale, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lots of fun things to do, and the kids always have a grand time here at the ballpark beginning on Tuesday. 6:45 is first pitch. 6 o'clock is when the gates will open on Tompkins Plaza. Hope to see you out here for the final homestand of the season beginning on Tuesday here in Baseball Town. If you want to join us, 610-370-BALL to order your tickets, or you can order them online at ourphils.com. That will do it for our broadcast as they fight Fisher Cats again, win it over the Fightins. New Hampshire goes to 24-30 on the season, and Reading now falls to 26-31 on the season. And that home one-loss record now 20-41 for the Fightins here in Baseball Town. It's a great place to come and watch a game. Unfortunately for Reading, it just hasn't been a very successful home ballpark. But we still have 6 more games left to play and still time for you to come on out and enjoy your time here in Baseball Town. That will do it for today's broadcast here on the Reading Fightin' Phil's Radio Network. For my colleague in the booth, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Thank you, as always, for listening to baseball here in Baseball Town. Hope you'll do so again on Tuesday night here on the Reading Fightin' Phil's Radio Network, or you can watch us at milb.tv, or better yet, we'd love to see you here at the ballpark. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a great night. Have a very safe and relaxing Labor Day tomorrow, and we'll hope to see you here in Baseball Town right back here on Tuesday. Have a great one, everyone.